Governor Inslee had plenty to see during his visit to the Tri-Cities Friday. We'll share what he learned during his trip coming up. And about a dozen men who were abused in the Washington foster care system are finally receiving just a little bit of closure after nearly 50 years.
And a foggy start to some of our areas this morning with average temperatures and more fog this week. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. It's the return of the work week. And I think for the kids, this is their last week until vacation, right?
I believe so.
Oh, that was one of my all-time favorite things. How was your weekend?
Very, very busy. I can't even remember everything I did.
I
thought it was going to be relaxing.
Sure.
I think we were talking about that last week.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a nice, chill weekend. Ended up being busy, busy, busy. Had
Okay.
a war with my washing machine.
All right, we've all had that.
And here we are.
And a new family member, maybe?
A new family member. We'll talk about that coming up.
Okay, all right. Let's take a quick look outside, everyone. And we have a calm day ahead, but we do have some lovely fog throughout many of our areas, so do get ready for that. And we are expecting to see some more fog as we move along in the week, so do be prepared for more fog on the way as we move along into our work week. So visibility right now a little hampered in Ellensburg and along the Blue Mountain region, Hermiston and Prosser. We have a dense fog advisory for the Ellensburg and and Blue Mountain region area, so expect more fog there today. Now our highs today were right around where our averages are, so we're in the lower 40s pretty much across the board. We're going to see plenty of cloud coverage as well as that fog through many of our areas, so if you do see that fog, give yourself a little bit of extra time. And we do have more fog on the way and most likely air quality conditions kind of worsening. So cloudy and calm, AM fog, dry and foggy for the week ahead. I'll get you prepared for all of that. My first alert weather forecast that's coming up in about 10 minutes.
Governor Inslee was in the Tri-Cities Friday as the 2024 legislative session is set to get underway. The governor started his visit in Richland Friday morning with a closed-door meeting with officials from Atlas Agro, a company working on creating a plant that they're hoping will provide more environmentally friendly fertilizer.
This cuts the carbon off at the source. Instead of chasing carbon and trying to capture it and then get it back into the dirt, you stop using it in the first place. You stop it from going out into the atmosphere in the first place. They've also found out some brilliant ways to use, in a sense, byproducts. So the production of fertilizer generates heat. They want to use this heat, instead of wasting it, that just goes up the stack, to actually use that potentially for the development of potato products.
Details on the specific of the plant were not readily available. Considering the closed-door nature of the info session, the governor's next stop was a roundtable in Kennewick focused on battling drug addiction. Law enforcement, prosecutors, local mental health and addiction treatment experts, and even recovering addicts spoke with the governor. The hosts of the roundtable, Merit Resource Services, spoke with Apple Valley News Now about the success they're seeing with their initiatives and how lawmakers at the state level can get involved.
Not too long ago, like today I was at court, and the most amazing thing happened, right, was that this person came and said, "Hey, do you know who I am?" He's in the program. He looks better. He's in a better place, and so he looks clean. He looks nice. He looks healthy. I can't explain that feeling, how I felt and how he felt, because he was in tears. So.
I know the governor has a plan with some additional funding. We're really excited about that. Our residential treatment programs need more funding for our room and board rates, so they can continue to do the great work that they're doing.
Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll give you a look at what the governor had to say during his visit to WSU Tri-Cities and how the school's research plays into clean energy efforts all over the country. About a dozen men who were placed in foster care as boys in the 70s and 80s have settled with the state of Washington for millions of dollars. They were sent to a group home in Ponderay County called J Bar D Ranch, where boys were abused, raped, and tortured by staff members and sometimes each other. The whistleblower who finally got someone to hear the cries for help was this man, John Secker, who was sent to the ranch at 12 years old and was put through hell.
For years, especially right when I first got out of the system, I would go to bed crying at night that I was still alive and wishing God and praying God would take me in my sleep, praying for cancer, praying for AIDS, praying for those type of things so I could just be done. And then waking up in the morning and crying because I saw I was alive.
A risk John took when he was 15 years old helped shut down J Bar D Ranch, and all these years later, it's making the state pay for the abuse he and so many others endured. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office is still on the hunt for an attacker they say assaulted a woman in East Wenatchee. Initially reported missing early Wednesday morning, the woman's SUV was found in the Apple Capitol Loop Trail parking lot near Empire Avenue. The Sheriff's Office was able to locate her and release the description of her possible attacker. The Sheriff's Office says the man was wearing dark clothes along with blue gloves and a balaclava or ski mask that covered most of his face. Detectives say they have evidence of an assault as well. The Sheriff's Office says they want everyone to be cautious on the trails, and if anyone has any information about the assault, to call the Chelan County Sheriff's Office. This year, Hanford High School created a new approach to connect with every senior before winter break to find out their plans for post-high school life. The Falcon Flight Planning brings in people from the district and the school to share information that helps students navigate the options they're considering. I spoke with Brian Seitz, Hanford's Career Center Specialist. He says these meetings help to start the conversation early.
Had a lot of students coming late in the year trying to figure out and scramble before graduation what they wanted to do. Life after high school gets really real come springtime, but we wanted to have time to just really plant seeds, encourage, help students know what their options are so that we could assist them and support them in whatever ways they need.
Every on-campus senior at Hanford on Friday went in for a quick 10-minute conversation with someone from the district or school to do some reflection and goal setting. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, we hear from some HHS students about how these meetings helped them. STCU and Apple Valley News Now want your help in finding community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step to help us all. Please nominate someone like this by clicking on the Contests tab at applevalleynewsnow.com. From your nominations, we choose volunteers to profile, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 donation. Thank you, and a big thanks to all volunteers who help make our community stronger, and to STCU. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
Welcome to your Monday. We have foggy conditions, dense fog conditions in some areas this morning. We have cool temperatures, average temperatures, and more clouds on the way. Let me get you ready for your Monday and my first alert weather forecast coming up.
The Texas Supreme Court has temporarily blocked a historic lower court ruling that would have allowed a Texas woman to get an emergency abortion. It comes as similar challenges to restrictive abortion laws are working their way through courts in other states, which could possibly lead to another case in front of the Supreme Court of the United States. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Accidents on winter streets can be very stressful, especially during the holiday season. So remember to buckle up, don't drink and drive, and watch out for the other guy. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V hybrid. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Youth Ride Free with BFT. Check your student ID for the BFT logo. Show it to the driver and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Ask your school how to get yours.
Monday Night Football meets again in New York.
Let's get it started.
Jordan Love and the Packers face Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Packers Giants on ABC.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Enjoy nature with McBee Mountain being a short hike away, and return to Anilari, where every sip of wine showcases Washington's beautiful terroir. Try one of Anilari's house-made pizzas where creativity and unique flavors change seasonally to pair with their delicious full-bodied wines. Take in the views of Red Mountain and experience the true meaning of farm to table, showcasing the fruit of the land and their efforts. Make your reservation to visit Anilari Winery today.
Burning the candle at both ends this holiday season? Well, if it's Z's you need, the holiday sale at Denver Mattress has you covered. And right now, everything is on sale, like the budget-friendly Summit Queen for only $332.49. Or check out Easy Choice Plush or Firm, now just $474.99. Get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, plus 5 years, no interest financing, and free shipping right to your doorstep. The holiday sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. Don't be tempted to accept a quick holiday settlement.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. Well, turning to Texas and a pregnant mother's legal fight for an emergency abortion. The state Supreme Court is temporarily halting a lower court's ruling that approved the procedure. The Texas Attorney General is disputing the woman's claim that carrying to term could endanger her health and that her fetus has little chance of survival. ABC's Justin Finch has more.
This morning, 31-year-old Kate Cox awaiting an answer from the Texas Supreme Court.
There's no outcome here, that results in us taking home a healthy baby girl.
The 20 weeks pregnant Dallas mother of 2 filing suit for an emergency abortion in one of the most restrictive abortion states in the nation. She says her doctors told her that her fetus has a severe condition called trisomy 18 and is unlikely to survive. Cox saying those doctors warn continuing to carry the pregnancy could also jeopardize her health.
Time is of the essence. The clock is ticking. Every day that goes by, the risks to her health and life and future fertility increase.
Outside the Texas Supreme Courthouse, protesters supporting Cox, rallying after the all-Republican court paused the lower court's ruling approving Cox's emergency abortion request. The state's top prosecutor appealing to the higher court to intervene.
Plaintiffs have not shown that they will suffer an immediate and irreparable injury.
In a court filing, Attorney General Ken Paxton writing Cox's fetal condition does not meet the medical exception in the state's law banning abortions except if the woman's life is at risk or if it prevents irreversible damage to major bodily function. Paxton also threatening any doctor or hospital, saying that they would face legal consequences if they helped her terminate her pregnancy. Texas is one of 21 states enforcing abortion restrictions since Roe v. Wade was overturned last year. The Cox case and another from Kentucky now among the first cases of pregnant women seeking court orders for abortions since Roe.
Also in Louisville, a pregnant Jane Doe plaintiff seeking an abortion filing a class action lawsuit arguing Kentucky's near total abortion ban violates rights under the state's constitution. Well, research into a universal flu shot is inching forward. A program at the Cleveland Clinic is trying to develop a flu vaccine that would not need to be manufactured each year and would protect against all strains of the flu.
We wouldn't have to wait for a particular season. And as long as we have long-lived immunity, then we would be protected this year, the next year, the year after, without having to get a booster shot. We've now done all our preclinical testing, and we are in the manufacturing stage of our vaccines to do a human trial in 2024 and in 2025.
Influenza would still be present despite a universal vaccine, since animals can get it, which means the vaccine would need to be updated occasionally. Phase 1 of the trial will research the vaccine's safety. Phases 2 and 3 would be wider scale studies looking at the shot's safety and efficacy. Well, today the House will vote on a bill aimed at lowering the cost of prescription drugs. Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers is leading the bill. If approved, it would increase transparency from healthcare providers about the cost of medications. It would also make it illegal for pharmacies to charge different prices for the same medications for Medicaid patients. Critics argue it could reduce the number of care options available in rural areas. Coming up, at least 6 people are dead, including 2 children, in the aftermath of a deadly storm system that spawned at least 26 tornadoes over the weekend. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your Monday and the week ahead. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V hybrid. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Watch me. Watch me grapple, move, and pin. When I hit the mat, don't underestimate the grin. I've got state championships and medals to show, but it's about more than just winning. This you should know. Overcoming odds through therapy and care. The road was long, now opponents beware. Watch me. Game-changing sports medicine at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics, what is it gonna look like, what does the food preparation look like. We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have, we try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
The savings start Tuesday at Buy Mart with our Christmas savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Tackle your gift giving for less at Buy Mart. All Christmas food gift sets are 20% off. All pet toys are 25% off. Plus save 30% off on winter gloves, hats, scarves, boots, robes, sleepwear, and slippers. These Christmas savings and more start Tuesday at Buy Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Hope you had a lovely weekend as well. We have a very calm morning this morning. All that wind we saw over the weekend, all the shower activity mostly has come to an end. We just have some little bits of showers in the foothills of the Blues, and little bit of rain-snow mix going on in the upper elevations. Other than that, we're looking at mostly cloudy to foggy conditions. As we move along in our day, again, just a scant amount of shower activity to the south of our areas. And we're going to see quite a bit of cloud coverage. That is depending on if the fog breaks for your areas, and that is going to continue for the next couple of days. Folks, we are staying dry. We are staying, well, around average temperatures, and that fog is going to be popping up here and there. So we have a dense fog advisory for the Kittitas Valley area, the Blue Mountain region, including Hermiston. That's good till noon today. So let's take a look at the visibility. Still not too bad, 70% visibility in Ellensburg, 50% in Walla Walla, 40% in Hermiston, 20% in Prosser. So patchy fog out there really for all of our areas. So keep an eye out for that. Also, air quality still staying in the good zone, but we're going to be seeing so much light winds. We could be seeing some air quality issues very soon. Light winds continue this morning, and they're going to continue for the next couple of days, if not for the week ahead. That is some nominal wind, folks. That means more fog, and again, air quality issues are on the way. So let's take a look at those temperatures this morning. We're still above the freezing level across the board, but in the 30s. Upper to lower cool spot is Ellensburg. And as we move along in our work week, we're going to be remaining right around our average. I mean, we're going to be sticking right there. So lower 40s, upper 30s, pretty much across the board for the week ahead, as we do expect to see, again, pretty chilly conditions, but still average for this time of year. So let's take a look at those highs today. We're going to be in the mid to lower 40s for Yakima, Toppenish, and in Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, right in those mid to lower 40s. And, well, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but mid to lower 40s as well in the lovely Pendleton and Walla Walla areas. So let's take a look at those that 7-day forecast. We're going to be in those lower 40s for Yakima for the week ahead. Overnight lows right around the freezing mark. And we are staying dry, cloudy, and most likely foggy at times. Maybe a little bit of breakage as we get into our weekend, but we're still not seeing much wind going on. So in the Tri-Cities area, lower 40s pretty much for the week ahead. Quite a bit of cloud coverage, and going to see some fog popping up as well. Overnight lows start to drift into at or below the freezing mark as we get to Thursday late night. For Walla Walla, lower 40s as well, with plenty of fog on the way, and again, maybe a smattering of showers this morning. And if we don't have the fog, we're going to have plenty of cloud coverage. So light winds, if you're susceptible to air quality issues, take care. We do expect to see some air quality issues as we move along in our week. Again, a dense fog advisory for the Kittitas and Blue Mountain region and for Hermiston. So keep an eye out for patchy fog this morning. Our highs today around average. So if you don't see the fog, you should see plenty of cloud coverage today.
A storm system that brought deadly tornadoes in the south is now triggering flood alerts in much of the Northeast, from New York to Boston and northern New England. And now we're learning just how destructive those storms were over the weekend. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
This morning, the powerful storm system that spawned deadly tornadoes across the south is hitting the Northeast, dumping up to 6 inches of rain from New York City to Boston and up to 5 inches of snow in higher elevations of the interior Northeast.
In the wake of it, cold air oozing in, and well, that's what's going to change that rain to snow for all as we go into the overnight hours or through the overnight hours. And in the wake of this storm, we'll get a little bit of lake effect.
In Tennessee, at least 6 people are dead, including 2 children. A mother and her 2-year-old son were killed when the storm hit these mobile homes. At least 26 tornadoes were reported across the region Saturday and Sunday, packing winds up to 150 miles per hour. The storm's causing tens of thousands of power outages, this fireball erupting at a power station outside Nashville. And this picture shows the damage at a different substation.
I heard behind me, it sounded like a freight train.
Luke Dill says a tornado approached his home in Clarksville, Tennessee, as he was putting his son into his car seat.
I look up in the sky, and the entire sky across the street is just spinning. And I'm looking at it, and the wind is picking up. I can see the debris starting to fly. I pulled my son out as fast as I could. We ran inside, my 2 sons, And my wife and I, we jumped in the bathroom, and then we just started praying to Jesus.
More than 360 homes and buildings are badly damaged or destroyed. A twister slammed into this Nashville church with dozens of people inside. Some suffered broken bones and legs.
We get to say good morning to our loved ones again.
In North Carolina, a tornado tore down trees near Raleigh, damaging homes in this neighborhood. And at the North Carolina State women's basketball game, rainwater began leaking onto the court, resulting in a 20-minute delay. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Back in Tennessee, 100 military families associated with Fort Campbell in neighboring Kentucky lost their homes. The president of the UN Climate Change Conference says major divisions remain over whether or not fossil fuels should be phased out, and if so, how and at what pace. Johan Rockstrom is the director of the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research. He says we need net zero carbon dioxide emissions by 2050 if we're to stand a chance of keeping global warming to the goal of 1.5 degrees Celsius this century.
The science is clear. We have just, basically 6 years of emissions at the current rate in order to lose out on holding the limit of 1.5 degrees Celsius. And so this is our last chance to start bending the curve of emissions from oil, coal, and gas.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's a new look for American fast food titan McDonald's. We'll take a look at their newest idea coming up next.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $3,000 on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
It's Monday Night Football on Apple Valley News Now as the Green Bay Packers head for New York to battle the Giants. The Packers, the Giants at 4:30. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now primetime tonight.
Is your furnace worn out and a bit ugly? Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs & Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest, your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on contests at applevalleynewsnow.com and follow the instructions. Everyone who enters gets a free system inspection. One second prize winner gets a 2-year membership in the Jacob & Rhodes Maintenance Club. And the grand prize winner gets the new gas furnace, including expert installation by Jacobs & Rhodes. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs & Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
When it comes to your loved ones, you want the best care possible. Being home surrounded by the things you love is vital for quality of life. That's where affordable at-home care comes in. We offer personalized home care plans to fit your specific needs. And for all new customers, your first hour is always free. Our experienced, loving, and caring staff is dedicated to serving you. Call us today for a free consultation. At Affordable in Home Care, we do more than just visit.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you, your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. McDonald's first new spin-off restaurant called Cosmix is now officially open. The inaugural location is outside of Chicago in Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Can fast foods have spin-off? I don't know. The fast food chain announced Cosmix menu items just this week. It does not include McDonald's hamburgers or fries, but rather drinks like lattes, energy drinks, slushies, and lemonade, but also treats like donuts, cookies, and pretzel bites.
However, there are some familiar items on the menu, such as McFlurries and Egg McMuffin sandwiches served all day. McDonald's has not yet revealed the locations for other Cosmix, but revealed the pilot program is planned for 10 cities across the country.
There's a spicy queso sandwich, which looked good.
Ooh, that sounds amazing right now.
Yes, and McPops, I think it was, is their little donuts.
Huh.
So, I don't know.
I didn't know that restaurants or fast food chains could have, as you said, spin-offs.
Yes, well...
It's never, well, maybe it has been done before, but I've never heard of it.
No, I can't think of anything. So just some marketers said, hey, let's just do a little something different. And I do know that sales for their coffee and their beverages are huge, so maybe they're trying to find a way to kind of Starbucks themselves and get a little edge into that market.
People do like a nice little drink.
Little pick-me-up, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, quick look outside, everyone. We do have foggy conditions. Average temperatures for this time of year are on the way, but we have quite the week ahead. Let me get you prepared for that. My first alert weather forecast coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the White House is preparing for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's arrival as Congress remains in a funding bill standstill. As former President Trump's civil fraud case in New York is set to continue today, a last-minute change leaves today's proceedings up in the air.
In today's Tech Bites, the Apple Vision Pro headset is expected to be released as early as next month. Bloomberg reports that Apple is setting up Vision Prop training sessions for select retail workers in January. Vision Pro is a spatial computer controlled with the user's eyes, hands, and voice. Next, Tesla is releasing its 2023 holiday update this week. It will allow Teslas to call 911 automatically if the car's airbags are deployed in a crash. Other features include support for Apple Podcasts and an updated version of parking assistance with 3D visuals. And a first at the box office. The Boy and the Heron was tops over the weekend, earning $12.8 million. The coming-of-age story is the first original anime production to finish #1 in the domestic box office race, beating out the Hunger Games prequel. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
I know I can count on you. You got the love. 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 You got love. Sometimes I feel like
Pandora, Love's Unboxed. Receive a limited edition bracelet for free as our special gift to you.
Honey.
Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, honeylicious, best sleep with a cold, medicine.
Versace. Bright Crystal. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
President Biden is preparing to receive Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky tomorrow as Congress continues to be deadlocked on the latest funding bill. And a last-minute change in former President Trump's civil fraud trial delays the proceedings that were set to take place today.
And a foggy start for some of our areas this morning with average temps and more fog this week. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. I saw that our sunrise is at 7:29 today.
Oh, okay.
But the good news is the winter solstice is next week, the shortest day of the year, but that means we'll start to get more and more sunshine as we move along. So
I was just telling my husband last night that I have been thoroughly enjoying how early the sun has been setting because I go to bed so early, and so the earlier the sun goes down, the more normal it feels for me to go to bed at 5 p.m.
it does help, and people don't tend to be outside as much as like in the summer when the sun is up till 8 o'clock.
Definitely.
You know, there's kids raising a racket while we're trying to sleep. So it does help us in this, and maybe you if your schedule is such. But let's get ready for your Monday. Quick look outside, and we are seeing fog in many of our areas. So do be prepared for that. Dense fog advisory for Kittitas and the Blue Mountain region. That includes Hermiston. Pendleton, you're looking all right, but 20% visibility in Ellensburg, 20% in Prosser, 40% for Hermiston and Walla Walla. So keep an eye out, and we do have patchy fog for the rest of our areas. And we're going to be seeing fog pop up quite a bit as we move along in our week. So our highs today, we're in the lower 40s. We're right around our average for this time of year. If you don't see the fog, you're going to see plenty of cloud coverage. So for the week ahead, light winds, cloudy or foggy and dry. We're not going to really alternate too much from that. And as we move into the next couple of days, I do expect, right now we're looking good, but air quality should take a turn for the worse very soon as well, since we're not seeing much wind freshening our air anytime soon. So cloudy and calm today, AM fog, dry and foggy week ahead. I'll get you prepared for all of that in my first alert weather forecast. It's coming up in about 10 minutes.
President Joe Biden is welcoming Ukrainian President Zelensky to the White House tomorrow. This comes as Congress is in a stalemate over a funding package that does in part have money earmarked for Ukraine. Members of the Biden administration have warned about the potential consequences for Ukraine if Congress does not pass additional aid. John Lawrence reports.
There's a multi-billion-dollar dilemma in Washington, D.C., and the clock is ticking.
Right now, the push and pull is really a political push and pull rather than anything else.
Negotiations over linking immigration and border policy changes to the emergency aid package are in limbo.
If I were a cynic, I would say that Republicans have decided to tie support for Ukraine to immigration reform because they want Ukraine aid to fail.
Last week, President Biden said he's willing to make a compromise with the GOP on border security, but so far there's been no sign of a deal.
It's not just Republicans that are holding a hard line, it's Democrats who are holding a hard line. Either side can move and can get this done.
House Republicans are demanding the Senate negotiated deal be similar to the H.R. 2 bill that passed through the House earlier this year. Many Democrats, including the president, say that's a bridge too far.
We are ready to pass a package that includes foreign aid, but to tie it to extreme Republican proposals around the border is absolutely wrong. And I think we're standing up and saying that is not acceptable to us.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is meeting with President Biden Tuesday. According to a White House statement, the two leaders are expected to discuss, quote, the vital importance of the United States' continued support at this critical moment. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Senate leaders have also invited Zelensky to speak to their members at a Senate meeting on Tuesday. Zelensky is also scheduled to meet with House Speaker Mike Johnson, according to a statement from his office. Former President Donald Trump says he will not testify Monday in his civil fraud trial in New York City. Trump was expected to testify in his own defense after prosecutors questioned him last month. But the former president posted a message on his Truth Social account that he will not testify. Trump then went on to attack the Attorney General's case and the judge overseeing the trial. New York's AG Letitia James is seeking $250 million in damages and wants to bar Trump from doing business in the state. The judge already found Trump guilty of inflating his the values of his properties so he could obtain more favorable loan and insurance rates. The trial will resume on Tuesday, with the defense presenting more witnesses. Closing arguments are set to take place on January 11th. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your weather forecast.
We're starting our work week. We have foggy conditions, cloudy conditions, cool temperatures. Let me get you ready for your Monday and your week ahead, my first alert weather forecast.
The Seattle Seahawks look to break a 3-game losing streak heading into yesterday's game against the San Francisco 49ers. We'll have highlights from the NFC West matchup next.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Good morning, America. Something sweet is coming your way.
Yes, this week we've got your golden ticket in the morning right here on GMA. Wake up with Timothy Chalamet and the stars of Wonka. Only on.
Good morning, America. Don't miss Wonka Week.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options. And make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
Happy holidays from Queensgate Gardens. With family in town, it's time to decorate your tree. Visit Queensgate Gardens today to build your own Christmas ornaments. Tell Santa Claus what's on your list and create holiday memories that will last forever. For this season's holiday cheer, visit Queensgate Gardens.
Sprinkle holiday magic into your home with Meredith Furniture's festive collection. Our enchanting designs, just like Santa's little elves, create the perfect atmosphere for joy and togetherness. From cozy sofas to elegant dining sets, each piece brings the spirit of the season to life. Make this Christmas truly unforgettable with Meredith Furniture.
From our family to yours,
Merry Christmas!
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Count on Apple Valley News Now and ABC for the most magical holiday programs ever, including favorites from Disney, plus so much more. Apple Valley News Now holiday shows, proudly sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital.
Happy Hanukkah from Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, yesterday the Seattle Seahawks traveled to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers, and there would be a new face under center for the Hawks as quarterback Drew Lock gets his first start of the season. He'd have his work cut out for him as Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey have led the Niners to first place in the NFC West, and that is the first play from scrimmage. While Lock would have a decent debut, connecting on 2 touchdowns and throwing for 269 yards, there wasn't much the Seattle defense could do to stop San Francisco. The Niners would find the end zone in all 4 quarters and take the win 28-16 and extend the Seahawks losing streak to 4 games. Well, LSU's quarterback Jaden Daniels won the 2023 Heisman Award. The ceremony took place in New York City on Saturday. Daniels was one of 4 finalists in the running for the most coveted individual award in college football. The 22-year-old finished the season with more than 3,800 yards passing, 40 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. He also added more than 1,100 rushing yards to go along with the 10 touchdowns on the ground. Daniel joined LSU in 2022 after transferring out of ASU. He is one of only 5 players in SEC history with 50 total touchdowns in one season. Coming up, there's a big shake-up at the box office this weekend. We'll tell you who hit #1 at the movies? That's coming right up, and I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for a foggy and kind of average Monday ahead. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Save up to $3,000 on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
When you're looking for low maintenance and safety for you or your loved ones, Bath Fitter can help with our unique tub to shower conversion. There's no lengthy renovation. Bath Fitter is the only company that offers a patented seamless shower wall. And each Bath Fitter installation comes with a lifetime warranty. Bath Fitter's biggest sale of the year is on now. Contact us today for an appointment. We can be there as soon as tomorrow. Many jobs are being installed in less than 2 weeks at the lowest prices of the year.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Shop Goodwill, changing lives through the power of work.
This Christmas, give the kids a gift of fun at the 2024 Benton Franklin Fair. This package includes a full day of carnival rides, a youth admission ticket for kids ages 6 to 12, and a cuddly stuffed animal, all for only $30. That's a savings of $15. Available now until Christmas Eve at Kennewick Ranch and Home or the fair office in Pasco. Quantities are limited, so don't wait. Happy holidays from everyone at the Benton Franklin Fair.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire Today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now. 1-844-254-8536.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Save up to $3,000 on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, and we have a pretty darn calm morning this morning. People are slowly starting to wake up, and we are looking, again, a little bit of wetness along the Blue Mountain region in the foothills and even in the upper elevations, but this is very minor, and this is about the extent of the rain showers we're going to be seeing after all those showers we saw over the weekend. Things are definitely settling down in that department. So in our future cast, as we move along in our morning, we just have quite a bit of cloud coverage for our area. So you're either going to see fog or cloud coverage as we move along into our next couple of days, as we see more and more cloud coverage coming in, maybe a little bit of clearing as we get into Wednesday. But we have a dense fog advisory this morning. That is until noon. That's for Kittitas Valley area, the Blue Mountain region, and for Hermiston. So dense fog is going to be a part of our lives here for the next couple of days, at least, if not for the week ahead. So we have 20% visibility, Walla Walla, Prosser, Ellensburg, 40% in Hermiston. Other than that, we have patchy fog through the rest of our areas, so give yourself a little extra time, especially if you're heading into the mountainous areas. Now, our air quality is still looking good, but I do expect to see air quality to take a hit, as we're going to be seeing not just a couple days, but probably the week ahead with light winds, and that means we're going to get some stagnant air into our area. So, of course, we'll keep a very close eye on that. Winds right now pretty much nominal, maybe a hint of wind going on between Hermiston and Pendleton. Other than that, we're staying very light out there. Our wind outlook, as I was saying, is very light for the week ahead. So again, we expect to see more fog and possibly some air quality issues on the way. Our current temperatures, we are above the freezing level across the board. 33 our cool spot in Ellensburg. And we do expect to be right around our average, almost the epitome of being around our average for the week ahead. Maybe just a touch cooler on your Sunday, but everyone will be at the lower 40s to upper 30s today and pretty much for the week ahead. Speaking of which, here's our highs today, mid to lower 40s, Yakima, Toppenish, Ellensburg. For the Mid-Columbia, mid to lower 40s. And our hot spot is in the Blue Mountain region. That's Pendleton at 45, 42 for Walla Walla. So chilly conditions, but average conditions throughout. We're going to be in those lower 40s for the week ahead for Yakima. Again, either fog or cloudy conditions until our weekend, hopefully. Overnight lows slowly get cooler as we head into our weekend as well, right around that freezing mark. In the Tri-Cities area, lower 40s as well for the week ahead, and maybe a little cooler Sunday. Overnight lows get below the freezing mark starting Thursday late night. So overnights are just going to slowly get cooler and cooler. That does mean we could see some freezing fog by the end of our week as well. And Walla Walla, the same, lower 40s, more fog or cloudy conditions. So for your day today, we have that dense fog advisory for Kittitas, Hermiston area, and along the Blues. So keep an eye out for dense fog this morning in many of our areas. And once the fog lifts, we'll see plenty of cloud coverage and highs in the lower 40s.
Beyonce relinquished her box office crown this weekend, making way for a new #1 movie. David Daniel has early estimates on the top 5 films in theaters.
I just want their wishes to have a chance.
Wish held on to 5th place, adding $5.3 million. $6.2 million kept Trolls Band Together at number 4. Godzilla -1 held strong in 3rd place, taking in $8.3 million.
Lucy Gray won't survive a minute inside that arena.
The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, took 2nd place for the 2nd straight weekend, earning $9.4 million. It's at $136 million domestic.
What exactly are you?
The Boy and the Heron, the first film in 10 years from Japanese animation master Hayao Miyazaki, debuted #1 with $12.8 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Renaissance, a film by Beyonce, finished at #6 with $5 million, a 77% drop from its opening weekend tally. When we come back, is it the future of American warehouse work or the coming of Skynet? We'll take a look at the newest employee at a distribution center in Atlanta next on Good Morning Northwest.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things Christmas. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Even Santa and his rowdy reindeer can't lasso this deal. Only Legends Casino Hotel can deliver a shiny new Volkswagen Jetta Sport or Atlas Cross Sport under your tree. Well, maybe not under the tree, that's a tough fit, but you can't win if you don't play. Using your Legends Rewards card during December's Cash and Car Roundup. Heck, that's another present missing from Santa's saddlebags. Cash, like thousands of dollars in cash, given away every Thursday in December. Leave the kids' toys to Santa. Let Legends Casino Hotel deliver you cash and VW cars this year.
If you're injured on the job, you need an experienced workers' comp attorney.
Workers' compensation is complex. It has its own laws, doctors, courts, and judges.
For years as an assistant attorney general, I represented labor in industries. Now, I fight for injured workers.
If you were hurt at work, Let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411. Bothwell and Hamill.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
A dream begins with a reimagining, a bold move. It's the belief that changing the world is possible. The world needs fearless dreamers.
Babcock is the first solar-powered town in America. There becomes an intersection of being a dreamer and a doer. When you step forward and say, I'm going to make this happen, that's the difference.
Time and American Family Insurance congratulates Sid Kitson, this year's Dreamer of the Year.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Seasonal Affective Disorder Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's head closer to home. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Kind of a very calm morning this morning. We do have quite a bit of fog, especially Kittitas Valley area. You're going to see a high right around 40 degrees for Ellensburg. Over in the lovely Yakima Valley, mid to lower 40s. My goodness, mid to lower 40s as well, with foggy conditions in some parts of the mid-Columbia. And over in the Blue Mountain region, more fog there. And my goodness, Riley, we're in the mid to lower 40s across the board. And our hot spot is?
Boardman.
Boardman. Boardman always tries to stick out, and I salute them for that. I'll have much more in my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Well, a Spanx distribution center near Atlanta is on the front line of more than just shapewear. Over the past week, it introduced a brand new coworker to the warehouse floor.
Okay. In fact, it's so new that it's the first of its kind in the world. Joshua Skinner got an exclusive look at a bipedal humanoid robot that could be coming to a warehouse near you.
It's the model worker with an off button.
There's no decision making. This is exactly the same thing all day long.
Its name is Digit, the brainchild of Jonathan Hurst and Agility Robotics.
If someone today, right now, buys something off of the Spanx website, it's going through Digit's handling.
And at GXO Logistics and Spanx's largest distribution center, that's a lot of shapewear.
We're kind of like at that early personal computer moment when computing just became a thing and suddenly became incredibly useful.
Digit is the first ever humanoid robot in a setting like this. GXO Logistics is using it to move Spanx bins.
It's very heavy work, very redundant, repetitive, and it's something that we thought would be perfect for Digit to take over.
Robots are already ingrained into the fabric of warehouses. Digit, well, he might be the next step, one that Hurst says is not designed to push people out.
What we're doing is the same thing we've been doing throughout all of history, is creating tools to allow the same number of humans to do more than we've ever been able to do before.
Hurst envisions these bipeds eventually becoming consumer products.
Robots like this are going to be commonplace like phones and cars.
And while unlikely to take over the world or enslave humanity, it will take time to adjust to our new coworkers.
It's very hard worker.
Agility Robotics is currently building a production plant in Oregon that can push out 10,000 humanoid robots each year. It kind of reminds me a little bit about Star Wars.
Sure. You mean the army from the first film?
Yes.
Yeah. It does look a lot like that. I forget what they called them, but I do have to have. I have a bone to pick with that gentleman though. These aren't made to replace human jobs. That's not entirely true. These are going to be taking some human jobs. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's a little strange.
What's his name? Digit?
Digit.
Okay. I don't know. Let's take a look outside. I'm going to have your first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, Governor Inslee made a visit to Tri-Cities Friday, focusing on renewable energy efforts in the region. And a new program at Hanford